Welcome to the Wartime MMA podcast. I'm your host, Mike. Um, Tony's not here again, but it's all good. We got the man, the myth, the myth legend, the number 9 ranked featherweight in the world, the Moroccan devil. I almost fucked that up. My bad. Youssef Zalal, brother, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. So obviously you came off a very great win in your last fight. We're still waiting for you to get your fight booked up. You might have some fight news, who knows? But I'm not gonna be that 30th, 100th person and ask, when's your next fight? When's your next fight? I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, everybody thinks I have a fight. I gotta put a video story on. Like I'm still waiting, and there's no opponent yet. And the last post that I posted was mostly like it's like a funny thing, you know what I mean? It's like camps be like and stuff like that. So it's like that's the only reason why I did that.
Yeah. Honestly, man, you're a part of that new generation for featherweight, man. You're only like around your late 20s and you're still kicking ass and taking names and you're joining up those names. How does it feel to be a part of that new era with I mean, Lerone Murphy is not, your age, but he's up there. Diego Lopez is still fairly new. Gene Silva. How does it feel to be one of those names in the bracket that possibly could be fighting for a belt in the near future?
It's a blessing, man, to see the and to show the new generation like what possibly can happen. You know what I mean? Especially at a shorter time, that you can really push for bigger things, even a title, rankings, whatever it is. So it's like I said, man, it's a blessing and grateful opportunity to not just do it for myself, but obviously show it to everybody else as well, like the young generation, the new generation that's coming in, because MMA is changing a lot. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things that changing about MMA. So the earlier they learn it, the better the future they're gonna have.
Yeah, you know. Also, you have a very you fight at Denver, Colorado, really good place where they make great fighters. You fight at I think you train at Factory X where Brandon Royval trains at, and I think Jonathan Martinez trains there too. Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan Martinez. I train with Chris Gutierrez, David Unama. He's in the
Yeah.
rankings as
Yeah,
well.
how does
Same
it
weight
feel to be
classes.
in that gym? That gym's also been having a pretty good start, like with names like David Onama. Um, Roy Vol was the number one contender at one point. You're on your pretty big run. How does it feel that that gym's now like popping with names now? Not only Trevor Whitman's uh has that Colorado team, but y'all are also taking over in that Colorado MMA experience. How does that feel?
Yeah, man, it's good, man. Like even Trevor, like we still train with Trevor's guys. You know what I mean? Like actually, this Friday I'm training with Justin and Corey. So it's like the community, you know, to kind of see where the levels are at and see real recognize real, and then the game like recognizes its game, you know what I mean? So to see the levels, and like you said, the high level that everybody else is bringing, it pushes you, you know what I mean? It's like you see your teammate goes out there and win, you're like, man, I got to step my game up, and I got to do this better or something like that. So we're always pushing each other, but we always care about each other, and we want the best for each other.
Who's your favorite person to train with? Like MMA fighter wise, my bad. Who's your favorite person? Like every time when you hear that name coming in for sparring or something like that, you're like pumped.
Nah, I mean, like Gaethje is always dope. Like the Gaethje is always dope. He's a funny ass dude too. So that, and obviously my teammates, man, all my teammates. I love those guys. Every time I spar with them, it gets me excited. So especially when we talk and smack to each other a little bit and stuff like that. So it's always fun.
y'all be talking over there. That's crazy. Oh, you
Yeah,
guys.
some of us too. Some of us too.
Hey, we like that energy though. You know, obviously like you're like one of the first, I think one of the first fighters coming from Morocco. How does that feel that you're bringing that name into from Morocco and possibly inspiring like some up and comers from Morocco to come in there and possibly follow the same footsteps. You have a really good story. You went from being that young kid that fought Ilia Topuria, I think that was your debut too, right?
That was my fourth fight.
Oh, damn, casual ass me, my bad. Your fourth fight though, that's not a bad one, and you have a very good comeback story. You went from being like I said, you lost, but not a bad loss coming from the bright side that Tapor is now how he is today. And now you're number 9 in the world and possibly going to fight for a belt soon. How does that feel like for that comeback story and possibly like influencing the next person from Morocco?
Oh, it's big, man. To show people there's hope, and there's, if you stay consistent and disciplined and believe in your faith, like everything can happen. You know, anything can happen. So I feel like sometimes we put too much pressure on, oh, my life, and this and that. But in the end of the day, if you keep doing you, and really stick to you, and have the close people that you have around you believe in you and believe in yourself, man, the rest will be history. So yeah, definitely show giving that hope to everybody, and I can't wait to keep proving that until I get to the top and finish at the top and give the new generation more.
Yeah. Um, ha, um, like back to your Morocco, your ethnicity. How did your Moroccan roots influence your fighting style and your mindset?
I influenced a lot, man. We're very driven. We're very disciplined, and to have that since I was obviously young kid, and to come to the U.S. already having that, it definitely helped a lot, and like that definitely pushed more than anything, to be honest. So I say that's the two top things.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, you're in a very fun division, featherweight. Who's that? What? Obviously, we got Volkanovski as like the potential dream opponent of yours, but is there any person that you've been taking a good eye on lately that that you're gonna have a fun scrap with them in the future, or you just know like that fight's gonna blow off the arena?
There's a lot of fights, man. All the top nine, and obviously I've been calling out Josh Emmett and all those guys. So there's definitely a lot of fights, and I feel like every guy in the top nine is an exciter. Well, top 10 in general, because Gene Silva is 10, but he's fighting for the number one, basically number one, number two. So yeah, definitely all of them are just super super exciting. So I give me any of them and get the opportunity to share the cage with them. It's a blessing, and I can't wait to do that. You know.
Yeah. Um, you also got Lerone Murphy's gonna fight um Pico next. Obviously, I feel like you're probably taking an eyes look on that next on whoever wins that fight. Do you think the winner of that fight would influence you to fight that person next, or are you just moving on higher up and higher names? I know you had Lerone Murphy in that bracket on TV.
I mean, it depends. I mean, like I feel like if Laurent Murphy wins, obviously he's number 7, so he's climbing up. So he won't. Why would he fight down? You know what I mean? That wouldn't make no sense. I won't do it either.
Yeah.
You know. And then you got Pico. If Pico wins, obviously he's gonna be pushing for the title because he just beat the number 7. So it all depends on how things go, and what the UFC wants and what they're thinking.
Yeah. Um, you've trained around. What I got a question. What is your like favorite like style to train at? What's your favorite class? Like a jujitsu class or a striking class?
I like striking, man. Striking is my favorite thing. So I definitely love striking.
Yeah. You yeah, your striking is phenomenal. If you weren't fighting, what would you be doing right now?
God, I'll be helping the young kids with the financial advices and stuff like that. And man, I love cooking, so that's like one of my hobbies, and definitely that'll be my things. But helping the upcoming generation with the financial stuff, that'll be the thing I'll be doing.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Everything, bro. Burgers, everything. Everything's my favorite, man. I
That
just love cooking.
that sounds fire. That does sound fire. Hey man, you might be the next Gordon Ramsay when it's all said and done.
Ah,
you know,
hopefully that makes us money without getting hit, so that'll be even better.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Speaking of like your future and stuff, um, what what's your like? Obviously, the title's your main goal, but when it's like in the middle of your career, how long do you see yourself doing this? Because like you said, fighting, takes brain damage and all that, but we normally we see these guys retire early that have a successful career. How long do you see yourself doing this, and how long you think what's your goals next after when it's all set?
I don't have a time, but I feel like I'm gonna leave. Time for me to leave. I'm not gonna let the sport take me. You know what I mean? So when I decide, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not gonna let. Oh, you're on a 5 losing streak, 5 knockouts and stuff like that. I'm never gonna let that happen when it gets to that point. You know what I mean? So if it gets to that point, you gone way too far. So, but yeah, I'm being smart about it. See how things go, and obviously hoping for the future. And yeah, as long as we healthy and safe, and my family and everybody else around me taken care of, that's all matters.
Yeah. Uh, you know, let me see what this is. All right, there we go. My bad. I was reading my notes. I got some notes on here. uh, what what's your biggest evolution? Like, if you could tell yourself back then, what would be your best advice to ask yourself as a from back then to now?
Don't listen to everybody that don't matter. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes we listen to people that really don't matter, and then they add more pressure, and then you coming in with even more pressure, stuff like that. Listen to your close circle, and then believe in that team and believe in that people, and the rest will be history, and your life will be a lot better.
All righty, brother. I got two more questions coming in, and then I'll let you be on your merry way. I see that you're in the car, so I don't want to take much of your time.
No, you good,
And
brother.
my first question is, lately we have been seeing like UFC fighters go to like a different do little things like one does like jujitsu, and I think UFC's got their own like BJJ tournament thing. And you also said you love striking. Would you see yourself doing like a potential boxing match when Zuffa Boxing comes out, or do you see yourself like maybe doing one BJJ match or something for like a
Of
striking?
course. Yeah, man, definitely. There's more opportunities to make money, but also to grow your mixed martial arts, whatever arts it is. You know what I mean? It's either boxing or stuff like that. It's all experience to help you be a better MMA fighter. So, and mixed martial arts, we got to be good at everything, especially now this generation. So, yeah, definitely I will take that opportunity 100%.
All righty, my final message, and then I'll let you be on your merry way. Uh, any is there any motivation that you got and love or positivity that you could spread for the fans that are watching?
Oh man, like I said, stick to what you have, man. Like really believe in yourself first. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes we hide that a little bit and not really believe in yourself, and like listen to the outsiders a lot and stuff like that, and really choose your circle closely. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes we kind of like, oh yeah, he's my friend. He's my, no, like really choose your close circles, and then the ones you're gonna go for if anything happens, if you need advice, if you need everything like that, and stay disciplined and consistent. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes we lose that, or some guys lose that when it's not staying consistent or disciplined. You know what I mean? You can't teach discipline, but you can stay consistent. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. And yeah, if you can do that, man, you have a lot better life than you think.
All righty. All right, that's gonna be it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate Youssef Zalal for coming on, man. I appreciate the opportunity, man. It means a lot to me. And I'll put up all of Youssef Zalal stuff in the description. And Youssef, you got any final message?
Nah, my man, thank you for having me. I appreciate you. And thank you for all the supporters and the fans. And I can't wait to fight soon.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that. We can get Youssef Zalal fight news coming up soon.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you. God bless.
All right, my man. Thank you, brother.